first thing we're going to do to start a new project from here on out is go to the Windows folder. I'm using two screens that popped up on the second one, but it's the same here. And then you're going to do the drop down on this PC. Go to Videos. And you're going to create new folder. And you're going to name this folder with the name of the assignment and your initials. So let's pretend we're doing the Horror Fest assignment. I'm going to put my initials on that. Everything we are going to use for our Horror Fest project will be in this folder. So I'm going to do Control N. That's going to make a new screen here. Now let's pretend that this folder of zipped videos that I downloaded from Google Drive are the videos that my partner and I recorded when we were filming. And I'm going to open that folder. So it says that we're still in Horror Fest over here. And I'm going to move them from downloads into the Horror Fest folder. Okay, and then when we open up Premiere Pro, again, we're using 2024 version with this guy. It looks kind of like Ken hiding in some purple flowers. All right, we're going to click on New Project. First, it might want you to update and X out of that update. And it wants you to select media to create your new project. We're going to skip that part. And it also wants to name your project Untitled, and it wants to save it in deep into your documents folder within a folder called Adobe, within a folder called Premiere Pro, within a folder called 2024 or 24.0. That's going to be really hard to find later. So I'm going to name this Horror Fest Project. Put my initials on it. I'm going to change the location. I'm going to choose location. And instead of there, we're going to go back to video. And we're going to choose the Horror Fest. And by the end of the semester, there might be several folders in here. And we're going to create a new folder for each one. And we're going to select the one that I wanted to save in. Another thing is if you keep saving Untitled, it's going to save over your last project, which is going to really come back to haunt you and make you do a lot of extra work. So instead of selecting media to create a new project, we're just going to click Create. Then once we're over here and we look at the top and we see that we have this in the videos folder, we're going to import media and we're going to choose these three videos that we downloaded. And first thing, I'm going to find one that I know is a 1080p file. And I'm going to drop it on the timeline. And if I go to Sequence Settings, this is a 1920 by 1080p, 16 by 9 file. And I know that everything I create after this will be a standard 1080p video. Once I drop something on there, it creates a sequence, and that gives it a little icon that when you hover over it says sequence, and it looks like that. So it's different than a video file. This is a little sequence. Okay, one thing we're going to do from Edit, down here in Preferences, we're going to select Autosave, and I want you to make sure that you have at least 5, that you save it about every 5 minutes. That means you won't lose more than 5 minutes worth of work. You don't need to save 20 versions of that. You can cut that in half to 10 or even 5 versions. And click Auto Save also saves the current project. So what this does is it doesn't just save a different version of it somewhere with a different name in a different folder somewhere. It also just basically hits the Control S for you. And that's going to save you a lot of headaches also.